Hi everybody, Jennifer here from Seeker's Lamppost. I'm going to do a reading for the first week of June. These are unedited videos, so bear with me. I might do a few ums and hums and hoes. So I just want to keep this really real and really natural. So unedited videos, and we're going to do a reading for you. So before I do any readings, I always emphasize the importance of psychic self-defense. You want to make sure that your energy field is completely protected. Even the tiniest little tear in your energy field can allow negativity in. So you can use sage or you can use mantras, whatever you want to do. It's up to you. You can Google all kinds of different ways to psychically protect your energy field. For today, I'm just going to encircle us in white light of God's love and divine protection and ask that only beings from the light be present with us here today, and all other beings are not welcome and banished forever. I also ask that my personality not be not affect the reading of these cards. So that means that my judgments and opinions on things, I want to be a clear channel. So I ask that I don't project my own humanness or my own personality on the cards as I read them for us, you and me, the collective. So we're in Gemini season, and there is a lot going on with the stars and the planets. So I highly recommend checking out astrologers right now, because they're going to help you understand what is going on, because we are all feeling extremely topsy-turvy. It's not just the isolation, the social distancing, the virus, the racial discord, the whole world globally, everybody is all fucked up. So yeah, if you want to kind of ease the pain, ease the suffering, check out the astrologers, because I feel like I've been reading them for a while, and I feel like they are hitting it bang on. And it's nice to have that heads up so that you don't get blindsided every time you turn a corner. Something else atrocious is happening, and it's not just in the United States, it's all over. It's like we've been swallowed up by a dark shadow. This too shall pass. It's really important to remember, and I just learned this. Well, I probably knew this, but this just kind of was, somebody reminded me of this a couple of weeks ago, that when you say this too shall pass, you have to remember that it applies to the good times as well. So we must stay in a place of gratitude for and count our blessings every single day. Okay, so enough preaching from me. I'm going to do some cards now. I'm going to move this candle out of the way. There we go. I'm going to grab the numerology cards first, and I'm just going to see what numerology is relevant for us this week. Okay. Manifestation. Oh, I like that. So that's 8. Number 8. 8 also is the infinity sign. See? And the infinity sign, to me, when I see the infinity sign, I see a constant flow of energy. So that constant flow of energy teaches us patience and consistency. And that's something that we all need to, I'm not going to say learn, because we already know about it, but we all need to practice and to be mindful of. So that's our numerology card, is manifestation. So we are in a place, even though it seems so dark and dreary, we are definitely in a place where we can still manifest, both good and bad though, right? So we have to be careful of that. I'm going to hold out the Healing Light tarot deck. This is, what's this, Gordon Butler? Christopher Butler. Sorry, Christopher. Christopher Butler's Healing Light Tarot. I bought these in Minneapolis when I was visiting a friend. We were just talking about that store the other night, so that's probably why I grabbed this deck. So, decks. You can use any deck that resonates with you, but if you have never read tarot before, I highly recommend using the Rider-Waite-Smith to start, because it is the, the traditional, see my hands in quotes, traditional deck. It has the all the symbolism, and once you learn the symbolisms of the universe, everything will open up for you, and that is absolutely true. That's what my teacher told me, and he was bang on correct. And you'll be able to read any deck of cards. So start with the Rider-Waite. What does the Rider-Waite look like? In case you don't know, it's these guys. So this deck here. All right, so they're the decks that you usually see on, like if you're going to Google something online, you will see that deck. Okay, I feel like we need a Power Angel Tarot. I'm going to grab one of those as well, just to start us off and see what's going on. This is Power Angel Tarot, and it's by, here's the book. I'll show you. I'm not really into these like kind of airy-fairy cards, but I'm starting to appreciate them. I do see their place in, they do add an extra layer to readings. These aren't really oracles. These are tarot, but they have an oracle kind of feel. So they're a gentler type of tarot card. And personality, it comes down to just how you learn. I learn the hard way, so I like to get a kick in the ass. That's just my personality. Some other people don't really learn very well that way. So oracles and more gentler tarot cards are better for them. And that's okay. I'm going to grab this middle one. Okay, so the 9 of Raphael. Okay, Raphael is the angel that you're going to find on top of the Lover's card. And it's about healing and love. He's a beautiful angel. They all are. So it says, make a wish. Dreams become reality, a joyful time of life. So this is really nice and positive, and I like that with the manifestation because it's saying make a wish. Dreams become reality this week if we manifest, if we learn how to manifest properly. And a big part of manifestation is gratitude and counting your blessings, which I mentioned at the beginning. So the 9 of Raphael. Let's see. What do we want to manifest? You have to ask yourself, what is it that you want to manifest this week? This whole isolation period, we've been locked down. A lot of people have had a really difficult time with it. Personally, easy peasy for me because I'm a loner and I like being alone. So it was no big deal. My husband does his own thing. I do my own thing. We get along great. And we're still going to remain a couple. But I know that there are some people that really, you know, they were together for the last week, or sorry, for the last 2 months. And they're really questioning things. I've had a lot of clients that are really questioning things. I caution you not to make any big decisions when it comes to relationships right now, only because we are all out of whack. We are all in a funk and we've been swallowed up by this shadowy energy. And I think if you make any big decisions when it comes to your relationships right now, it could be a mistake. We've got a lot of things going on astrologically. Planets are beginning to retrograde. I know we're in the shadow of Mercury retrograde, and that's about, you know, Mercury is about words. It's about mind and thinking and words. So be really careful. And I believe it's retrograding with Cancer, which is the family, you know, water sign, and their Cancers are very cohesive. I'm not an astrologer, so I'm probably butchering this, but all I'm saying is that with the way the planets are, I wouldn't make any rash decisions when it comes to relationships. Nothing big anyway. Communication is key. So communication is going to be it's not going to be very clear for the next little while, so be careful with your words and be careful about being overly sensitive to words. So let's get on with this manifestation reading. Pick the center. Okay. Okay, so our shadow card is the Two of Wands. But it was like this. So we're not sure what in the heck we want to be manifesting. So we have the energy is really low. When we're in that state where we can't really decide, or we can't see things, we can't anchor things down, that becomes a little bit of a problem, because what you end up doing is you end up trying to do all kinds of, look at that, Ace of Wands in reverse too. So you end up trying to do things that you kind of settle, or you start doing too many things at once. So anyway, hang on one second. Jagger! I have a cat that likes to beat up another cat. Sorry for the interruption. But okay, so we have on our shadow is this card here, which makes perfect sense, because the first card that I turned up is the Ace of Wands, and that's in reverse. So that means that manifestation at this moment isn't happening. So it's something that we're doing that's causing us to have this Ace of Wands in reverse. So energy is really, really low. There's something that we're doing wrong right now that is preventing us from our beautiful manifestation. And it is the Devil card. So this card is about self-imposed restrictions. So this is all either in your head. This is all negative talk, negative self-talk. This could be literally an addiction. It could be an addiction to alcohol, drugs, or bad relationships. Sometimes we get into a funk where we're, we can't seem to get out of this cycle of terrible relationships. We keep attracting the same person, same type of person, and the cycle just keeps turning. That is more than likely a karmic thing or a soul contract where you've been repeating this sort of behavior. It's like the alcoholic who goes to rehab, and when he comes back, he breaks up with his partner. When he is feeling healthy again, he doesn't want to go on with the relationship, and so he breaks up with his partner so that he can start over again. She or he, the person who is broken up with, continues to attract the same type of person into their life. So the alcoholic actually has broken the karmic cycle and is able to ascend. And the person who was left behind, who hasn't managed to work on themselves, is attracting the same type of behavior. So when it comes to relationships or anything that we're trying to manifest, it applies to the same. So you are never, ever stuck. No one is ever stuck. You could always, always, always get out of the position that you're in. This is really cool because we have the Lovers card in reverse as well. And when the Lovers card is in reverse, it has the same meaning as this card. Okay, so Lovers, the Devil, and the Ace of Wands in reverse, and then the Two of Wands in reverse. The Two of Wands is in reverse because the Ace of Wands is in reverse. Once we upright that, this will upright, and then we'll be on the road to manifestation. So ask ourselves, what is going on in our lives? What choices are we making that is blocking the flow of abundance or manifestation? So these two cards being the same, and they're both major arcana cards, is a double whammy. It's a double whack. It's a double like, you know what? Hello, you need to make some huge changes. This card is 15 and this card is 6. When you reduce this card numerologically, they're both 6s. 6 is about choice. So what's the choice that we need to make? This card here also aligns with the sign of Gemini, and we are in Gemini. So I can't emphasize more that you need to check your astro details. So you can go on Astro Cafe or astro.com and get your chart done. All you need to know is your date of birth and your time of birth, and you will get a free printout. And then with that printout, you can follow some astrologers online, and from what they write, you can compare it to your chart. I'm telling you, it'll open up your eyes. It'll open up your world. So these, like I said, this Devil card, the devil is all in your head. It is all illusion. You can get yourself out of it, and the Lovers card is the same. So what I'm looking at here is that we're literally looking at some sort of relationship, a partnership, because 2 is about partnership and it's in reverse. So we may be looking at a relationship that needs some major tweaking, if not some split. So like I said, I wouldn't make any major, like I wouldn't sign, hire a lawyer for divorce right now. Again, watch the astrology, but I definitely can't emphasize more that communication, which is, this card here is aligned with the sign of Gemini, as I said, but it also is aligned with the planet Mercury. And Mercury, we're in the shade of a Mercury retrograde. So communication is not flowing easily. So that's one thing that you have to keep in mind. So communication, also the ones for me are about communication as well, because they almost look like phone lines. But anyway, so what we need to find out is you need to sit down and really do some soul searching, take some self-inventory and find out what it is that is holding you back. What is blocking your flow? Once we get into this mindset, this devil mindset, and these two, because they're both the same, they're both basically the same card. Once we get into that mindset, it's really, really, really easy to spiral down. That's when depression starts to creep in. That's when you're like, F it, things aren't going to go my way. The world is crazy. How can I possibly see any light? There's always light, always. And as you can see, the mandorla here is around the couple, the lovers. So this, like I said, can literally be about a relationship that is not working right now, that just may need some work. Or this card also it can talk about or emphasize that you need to merge your shadow and your light, your personal. So this may just be about one person, about you, merging your shadow and your light. You can't see, you have to, they can't exist without each other. So you have to embrace your shadow and embrace your light, accept it and merge it together in order for you to move forward. And then you'll see this card go like this. So once that card goes like that, that means that you have made the decision to get out of your own way. And you'll see this card go like that. So now they're totally opposite, like they're not the same. They're opposite cards. So this card is about moving forward. Well, actually, I shouldn't say opposite, but it's more positive. This card is taking the step to move forward, and this card is acknowledging that you need to do some work within your relationship and merging your shadow sides. It could also be merging your masculine and feminine side, or your active and receptive sides too, because right now everything is out of whack and it's blocking the flow, as we can see by the inverted ace and the inverted 2. So really, I have a very strong feeling that what's going on is that we've become complacent and we've become so affected by social media and the media that we can't see the light that is there, and the light is always there. So I think that what we need to do is we need to take this week, actually, I think we need to take the whole month to sit and really look at our situations and maybe even journal what is not working, but journal what is working as well, because we have to have that balance. All right. So 8, the number 8 is a karmic number, which this whole reading feels very karmic. And it also is the number of abundance too. So, with the 8, you're in a karmic cycle, or you're ready to break through this karmic cycle, the soul contract, but also it is about manifestation and attracting abundance into your life. So abundance can mean literally money, it can mean happiness, it can mean joy, it can mean bliss, whatever abundance means for you, or whatever it is that your soul needs. Right now, if you can get this work done, if you can focus on this, actually acknowledge it and admit it, and then work through it, follow the astrology, you're going to see that things are going to take an upward shift and the light is going to come back to you for sure. So let's see, we've got 16 and 6. I'm not very good at math, so that's what, 22, 23, 24, 25. So that's 7. So what's a 7 mean? For me, 7 means that when you can master your environment, then that teaches you self-mastery. So this is about self-mastery. So this is about figuring out what you need to do to make your life better. Not looking to somebody else, but looking to yourself, like looking inside yourself and trusting your own situation. You need to start talking to your guides and your team and ask for help. And once you ask for help, it'll be amazing. You'll see it subtly at first, and then it'll be really obvious that the help will come. And the more you ask and the more you pray, the better off you will be. So I hope that helps you. I just want to say one thing really quickly. You know, you see the globe here, and it does feel like you're alone, even though this is a 2, and 2 for me is about partnerships, but it's also about duality. So be careful about that duality, because this guy is standing alone, and the mandorla, the light is around him. So I feel like this is not about you and someone else necessarily, but this is about you, your personality, your path. If it's, you know, it probably is affected by other people, but I think that you need to man your own ship, take hold of the reins, and take control of your life. So I hope that helps you a little bit, and that's all for this week, but I will be back next week with another reading. I hope you're enjoying my channel. If you want to follow me on Facebook or Instagram, I am the Seeker's Lamppost on Facebook and just Seeker's Lamppost on Instagram. I have a reading sale that is ending June 9th, and I have a couple of sale spots open. So if you want to book a reading with me, then just email me at jctarot at yahoo.com, or private message me on Facebook or Instagram, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. So the prices are going to go up to normal prices after June 9th. Thanks so much for listening, and I will catch you next time. Bye for now.